Alright. Let's look at all the things. A bear.
Freya's bear.
Looks pretty depressed.
He's had a rough couple of days.
A spider.
Just little trinkets.
Let's leave them alone.
Okay, sure. Fish.
It's a fish, I think?
I think it looks more like a whale.
Fine, it's a whale.
Could also be a shark.
Nah. Looks like a fish. A paintbrush.
Painting supplies.
Okay, this giant-ass red painting.
That painting is really something.
Why would you want it looming over your bed like that?
Why not? It's her art.
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Hang on.
Oh, hang on.
There is a smaller version down by the floor.
Oh.
It's a photograph.
Oh. A photograph of something? Like an actual thing? A piece of adhesive tape is stuck on it. Lines have been drawn with black around the edges. What, pointing out specific parts of it? Alright. Interesting. Mysterious.
It's a little wooden box for paintbrushes.
Okay.
To the casual observer, maybe.
Let's look closer. What is it actually? Oh my goodness,
They're
it's a
not real
puzzle.
paintbrushes.
Oh, they're not real paintbrushes.
Looks like they're part of some kind of lock mechanism.
Holy shit, the lock mechanisms in this place. One's like got gems and shit like that, and this one has this. Alright, what do we put piecing this together like a puzzle? These rotate? That looks like it fits, right? Do these move? Okay, no, okay, yeah, all these things move. Alright, so that's definitely a corner, right? Get the always get the corner pieces. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, probably. Okay, hold on. No. Okay, maybe they prop. Gosh. Okay, these are lines. This could technically be a corner over here, though, right? And then that fits like that. There we go. There we go. And then... Shit. Okay. 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 This will tell us based on how we put this together, right? Okay, let's try to line up lines at some point. I feel like this going together is a little bit too perfect, so I think that's got to be that. Yeah, definitely like that. And then how these go together from here is a mystery to me. Not like that. This maybe comes in like this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, the long piece there. And then there we go. It's coming together. It's coming together. Nope. Here. And then, boom. We've done it. Alright, so... Fuck. Question mark, question marks, question marks. Okay, so these are the black spaces are I'm pointing at the screen like you can see me. The black things are the brush things, right? The brush shapes. So the 1, 2, 3 in is definitely this one, this brush shape, or it could be this brush shape. This one, these must be one of these two brush shapes. This one says blue, so this color is blue, so it's got to be one of these two. But this one says also pink handle. So we know that this one is this brush shape, but also pink handle. But both of these have pink handles, so it doesn't rule it out. This one, I don't know, is this size? So it's the short orange one. So this one's got to be this one, right? Short orange, and this one's got to be tall. And this one's got to be green. So we already know this one. This one, okay, this one's going to be this with a pink handle. This one's got to be blue, but this one's tall. Like this. Tall, this shape. This one's blue. This one's this thing with a purple handle. This one's green. Got green paint, and this one's got purple. I think this is it.
I did it. What do I win?
There we go. There we go. What do we win? What clue is it?
Not bad. What was in the box?
Just a photograph.
Just a photograph. Nothing is just a photograph in this mystery.
Well, most of a photograph.
Oh, most of a photograph. Okay. Oh, somebody's been torn out. A photograph of two young girls, one with red hair, the other with green hair. The photo has a large piece missing. It seems to have been ripped off. Interesting. Mysterious.
FREYA'S plants. They must not need sunlight?
Yeah, there's not a lot of window in this room. Maybe she takes them out occasionally to get sunlight?
FREYA'S plants. They must not need sunlight?
Like, unless this comes in with a window, right?
There's no natural light in here at all.
I like it.
Nah. It's just jars full of
Brushes,
paint.
pencils.
They're clean, but they look pretty well used.
Okay, okay. What are these splotches on the floor? Just
Even
paint
though we're
splotches?
halfway up a tower, someone's been tracking in mud from outside.
Oh, here we go. Someone was outside, came in here through this room. This pillow with a paw
A
print.
pillow with a paw print pattern.
It's a cushion.
A cushion, a pillow, potato, potato.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate.
That doesn't alliterate, and we're all about alliteration here.
Not the kind of lamp I choose for my bedroom, but fair enough.
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something.
Eclectic.
It's a little glass box.
Okay.
I think it's a vivarium.
A vivarium. Is that like bugs?
Come again?
Okay, here we go.
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Anything in these drawers?
That's weird.
What did you find in the drawers?
Oh, here we go.
They're completely empty.
Okay. It's been raided. It's been looted.
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't know.
Like a
It is
storage
kind
room?
of
Well,
a
she
weird
was
shape.
illegitimate, right? So she probably got shoved into here.
No windows either.
Hmm.
Drawings taped up on the wall.
What's that one on the left?
Looks like
Oh,
two
here we go.
people standing together. in the
Another
garden.
picture.
One of them's holding a red rose.
Oh, okay. So the purple-haired lady that we saw before, and then this dude. I don't know who this is. Fifi. A drawing of a man standing with a woman in a garden. He's holding a red rose. A drawing of a young woman. A drawing of a person wearing a cloak. Okay, okay.
It's FREYA'S bed. A little bit messy.
It's a perfectly healthy amount of messy.
I concur. Except for maybe the pillow could be on the bed. The
Did
drawings.
Freya paint those animals on her ceiling?
It's cute.
Kind of simplistic.
Maybe when she was
painted
younger.
them when she was younger.
Or was she always here when she was younger? Alright, and also the
Do you
piping.
think this was always supposed
I don't know.
No
Okay.
windows either.
He's rolled up
Now,
shit.
a lot of these paintings look
Okay, here we
unfinished.
go.
How can you tell if they're finished or not?
Good point.
Good point. Maybe they're just sketches. Okay. That was Freya's room, so let's keep on going. Down to the next room. Oh, somebody's here. A scientist? Also, this comes off from the main room as well. It's not one of the staircase rooms. Let's investigate everything.
It's an illustrated book about birds.
And it's been left open. Looks like somebody was halfway through reading it.
Okay, maybe we'll learn what bird the guy made the wooden statue of. Or
it was left open for us to find.
Ever so slightly unnerving.
as a hint. The ink dip is a remarkably intelligent bird with a very long lifespan, even among avian mystids. Okay. Other birds are often aggressive towards it, and the ink dip lives most of its life alone. It's a mystids. That is a type of bird species, or is that like, myth creatures? A myth? No, that would be a mystid. Misted. Okay, it has a particular feeding habit, and it usually only eats the seeds of the Tantum amica, pictured. This plant. I feel like that might be important. Also, is that what a chick looks like? Alright. Oh, this bookshelf has been toppled.
Books about ancient history, I think?
These books
Isn't this
are
dangerous?
ancient history. I think they'd crumble into dust if I tried to pick them up.
Good excuse.
Thanks.
Good excuse to not pick them up.
It's musty in here.
What exactly does that mean? What is must?
Must. You ask such stupid questions.
Nice.
Alright.
Books about geography.
I like the signage.
Skip.
You have a problem
Books
with
about
geography? Important.
A book on the floor. Fundamental entomology.
Entomology, isn't that the study of bugs?
I guess somebody dropped it.
Books about insects.
Well, theoretically. There's not a single book on that shelf.
Oh yeah,
Huh.
there is not a single book on that shelf except for maybe this one.
Books about space.
They're relatively untouched.
Okay. Not a lot of interest in space. What about the back
It's
bookshelves?
musty in here.
What exactly?
Must, you
Okay.
ask.
Nice.
What's this?
Is that a snow globe?
Of sorts.
Oh, look closer. Okay. It's a little thing of Tangle Tower, but it looks like there is maybe... Oh no, this is the cliffs around the Tangle Tower. Yeah, it's almost like... But it looks like something was broken off the top of it. It's interesting. Are we in the middle of a desert, or is that just like for a thing? Mysterious. Alright.
Hey, look at that. It's a model of Tangle Tower. There's the lake and those weird mountains. What are you thinking?
Yeah, what are you
That would
thinking?
make an amazing souvenir.
Let's take it home.
Hey, look at that. What are
Okay.
you thinking?
That would make an amazing...
Alright. I'm not sure. Shake it. Can we shake it?
Hey, look
It's-
at some. What
okay,
are you
that's
thinking?
it.
That would make an amazing...
Alright. Plants.
What's in those bottles?
Plants. Achievement unlocked. A souvenir. Okay.
I'm not sure. Soil samples?
Alright.
Sure. Why not build a science lab in the corner of the library?
Yeah, why not?
The search for new knowledge. The
Exactly.
archiving of old knowledge. It's
There we
downright
go.
poetic.
There we go. Birds.
Books about birds.
The shelves are about half empty.
Oh, so you're a the shelves are half empty kind of person.
Haha.
You knew this already.
You knew this already. You knew I was a pessimist.
Books
Alright.
about nature?
Okay, not a lot of stuff about nature or about bugs. So, bugs, birds, nature. Not a lot of stuff on shelving, but lots of stuff about other things. This is telling. Or it means that somebody took all these books about nature.
A chalkboard.
Is this a library or a classroom?
Oh, hold on. Let's look closer. Oh. Okay. Okay, this is all like math shit. But what's this? 191A? Is this like some code?
Any idea what this means?
Not a clue.
We'll have to come back to this. This is important somehow. I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
I'm not sure I learned anything from that.
Okay, hold on. Let's.
A chalkboard.
Is this a library or...
What about the math shit on this side?
Math equations.
Don't look at them for too long. You'll give yourself a headache.
Alright, alright, alright. This is like sine wave. I don't know, trigonometry. This is chemistry. Algebra. I don't even know what these signs mean. I took university math once, not really with statistics.
I'm not sure I learned anything.
Alright, we'll come back to that. Alright. What's your
It's
rating?
musty in here.
It's
Not you
okay.
asked.
Alright, excuse me. Oh wait, hold on, what's in these bookshelves?
musty,
No,
it's
okay.
Nice.
A light?
Sure. Why not build?
This sounds
Okay.
downright poetic.
Let's go. Who are you, friend?
Curious. I would expect bacteria of that nature to thrive in these conditions.
Curious.
Excuse me.
Taking all the environmental factors into account, there must be something I am still missing.
May I talk to you, miss?
She knows we're here. She just doesn't care.
I am a detective, and I need to talk.
Correction. You do not need to talk to me,
Oh no? How come?
because I am not a suspect. I am completely innocent of any and
No,
all
but
crimes.
you might be a
That's
witness.
fine now.
Speaking of which, you have now been at Tangle Tower for over 23
Incorrect.
minutes.
You could potentially
Surely
be a
you have already
witness.
reached a sturdy hypothesis.
A hypothesis?
I think we've
About
been here
the
longer than
murder?
that.
Yeah, come on, Grimoire, hurry up.
My apologies. Unfortunately, protocol dictates I must at least meet all the suspects. And that includes you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, could you tell me your name?
Fifi Fellow, microbiologist,
Fifi
inventor,
fellow.
innovator.
Microbiologist, inventor, innovator. This chick doesn't know a thing about detectiving. She's just like, incorrect, you should already have a hypothesis. Also, why would you ever need to talk to somebody besides the suspect? Alright. You know, witness statements? Who needs those? Alright, let's go. What about
You will
yourself?
Need to be more specific.
More than innovator
Oneself
in whatever.
cannot be summarized in a single response without doing one a great disservice.
So
I
true.
mean, she's
Well,
she's right, it's
well,
truth.
You're a fellow. So does that make you the daughter of...
Correct. My father and mother are named Flora and Felix, but you need not
Okay.
question either of them. It will only waste valuable time. Neither of them are capable of murder.
Thanks for the tip.
Fifi, you said you were a micro...
I have
something
analyzed
or-
them, neither of them are
Microbiologist,
capable of murder.
But it is an insignificant label. My studies cannot be categorized in any one recognized field.
What made you want to become a scientist in the first place?
I harbor an intrinsic fascination with the microscopic. I constructed my first one at age
She got
10.
her adventurer's
Constructed
blood from
A
her father.
microscope?
Correct.
But adventure
And
for
what's that thing on
science.
your head?
For the unknown.
Did you make that too?
My eyesight began to deteriorate when I turned 12. Not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me, I designed this custom lens instead. It automatically adjusts based on the surrounding light conditions.
Does it glow red when you get angry?
Nice.
No,
Ah,
but that would be most amusing.
that would be most amusing. Alright, what happened yesterday?
What can you tell me about the murder?
What can you tell me about... Wait, that's what I'm supposed to ask
Hmm.
you.
Yes, however, you were too slow.
You fancy yourself a detective too, Fifi?
I just need to know what happened.
Me too. So talk.
We
Fuck.
both need to know what
I knew
happened.
ahead of time that Freya was going to be busy with her painting all day, so I had planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy. I was in the library all morning preparing the equipment for an experiment, only to find out that Poppy had made other plans and she was in fact planning to ignore me completely.
Oh.
Ooh,
So
she's
what
miffed.
did you do instead?
I locked myself in my room and cried.
Oh, I'm sorry to
Aw.
hear that.
Why?
I don't know, it just sounds kind of sad.
It is not unusual.
Oh.
It is
Good.
not unusual. I usually cry. Oh no, she's so sad. It is not unusual emotions occur. I am... I'm at the mercy of their whimsy. Alright, so what did you hear? Did you hear anything while you were crying in your
I was
room?
in my room. The lights were off and the door was locked. Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me. I opened the door. Poppy came into my room. Her makeup was leaking. She told me
Her
Freya
makeup
was
was
dead.
leaking.
I did not believe it. I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face. She insisted
Wow.
that we go up to Flora's tower.
Oh, she
We
lot
left the room,
the
and
lots of
Poppy's
emotion.
father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs. When I saw Freya lying on the floor, I was completely and utterly devastated.
Okay, she ran in.
Then,
She was close to
I
the
took
body.
a
She
sample
could
of
have
the red
tampered.
paint on the unfinished painting. Poppy and I took the sample back downstairs to the library.
Why the
We
paint
performed
on
a
the
test
unfinished
and found out
painting?
that it was, in fact, blood.
You performed that scientific test immediately, even though you were feeling so upset?
Of course. Why would one affect the other?
Why would emotions affect my actions? She's emotions affect her actions all the time. She cries. She punch people. She puts up a veneer. There's a lot going on. Just like my actions are completely logical, 100% of the time. All right. Your mother.
Name, Flora Fellow. Age, 44. Profession, unknown. Likes, unknown. Dislikes, unknown.
She doesn't
isn't
know
she
a
your
lot.
mother?
Exactly.
How
She
do you
doesn't
not
know a lot
know
about her mother.
anything?
She's
I believe
quiet.
other people may have discovered methods of reaching her, but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
And
Oh my god, she hasn't
how
talked to her
long has
child
Flora
since she was
been,
born.
non-verbal?
She has always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
She suffered a great loss, something she has been unable to move beyond.
Okay. So she did talk before that. We're not completely silent to her daughter.
Name, Felix Fellow. Age, 53. Profession, none.
Oh, that's a big age
Likes,
difference.
collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value. Dislikes, the inescapable realities of human existence. Notes, Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And,
Mm-hmm.
is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
No.
Oh, wow.
Why not?
You asked me a binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the two possible answers.
What makes him a
Yes,
bad father,
elaborate,
Fifi?
though.
He has trouble
There we go.
expressing his emotions, and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, then.
Grimoire.
No, he is quite correct.
He's quite correct. Willful attachment from reality. I also like being detached from the things around me. Okay. Grimoire, stop antagonizing the witnesses.
Name, Fiona Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, amateur microbiologist.
Okay, so her
Likes,
full name's
the meaningful
Fiona.
archiving of information. Dislikes, the superfluous window dressing accompanying the majority of human contact. Notes, kindly disregard the polysyllabic form of my given forename and refer to me instead as Fifi.
How come you prefer Fifi?
How come you prefer Grimoire?
Because it's
How
his
are you
name.
related to the other fellows?
Fitz
Unless
is
he
my
doesn't like
cousin.
his first name.
His father, a man named Flint, was my uncle.
Was?
I do not know if Flint is alive or not. He left Tangle Tower
Okay, this
long
is a
time
lot.
ago.
And what about Freya? How are you
Flint
related to
is-
her?
We share exactly one grandparent.
Okay. Can you talk to that again?
Fiona Fellow.
That was a lot to take in.
19.
She said a lot there.
Profession, amateur microbiologist. Likes, the meaningful archiving of information. Dislikes, the superfluous window dressing accompanying the majority of human contact. Notes, kindly disregard the polysyllabic form of my given forename and refer to me instead as Fifi.
How come you prefer Fifi?
How come you prefer Grimoire?
How are you related to the other fellows?
You
Fitz
can
is
introduce
my
yourselves.
cousin. His father, a man named Flint,
It's-
was my uncle.
Was?
I do not know if Flint
Okay,
is
I
alive or
can't.
not.
We'll just have to look
He
at
left
the.
Tangle Tower a long time ago.
We'll just have to look
And
at
what
the
about Freya?
the freaking.
How are you related to her?
We share exactly one grandparent.
We'll have to look at the family tree later because that's just a lot to try to map out in my head about the relations, etc. Freya,
Name, Freya Fellow.
your victim,
Age,
our victim.
19. Profession, artist. Deceased.
Deceased.
Understand this. Most people find me difficult. They exhibit a noticeable degree of discomfort when talking to me. There it is. Freya, who had a way of being an exception
I
to
mean,
any
you're
given
right,
rule,
just
was not
occasionally.
at all like this. She is very important, and I will not rest until I understand what has happened to her.
Did you
I
spend
concur.
a lot of time with Freya recently?
I will say this. In the past year, Freya became, 1, increasingly independent, and 2, increasingly isolated.
Do you know
Interesting.
I do not. If you are looking for a speculative, empathetic opinion, try asking Poppy instead.
why? The three of you are friends.
We are of a similar
If you
age,
wish for a
and are highly gifted.
speculative thing
One
about her
scientist,
feelings.
One artist, and 1 musician.
Sounds like quite
Interesting.
a team.
A scientist, a musician, an artist. I don't know what they're gonna be like going into, but it's going to be going into something, some adventure. All right. Except for one of
Fifi's
them's
bedroom
dead.
should be unlocked now.
Oh, excellent.
Can't wait.
Let's go now. Okay, so just take us there. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Just like, hey, yo, can we raid your bedroom?
I don't know what that drink is, but I bet it's 99% sugar.
99. Holy shit. That you just be drinking sugar at that point.
I'd read you the ingredients, but there's nothing written on the can.
That's even
Interesting.
worse.
I mean, yeah. This is. She just have a mattress on the floor, like no, frame or anything. All right, very messy room. All right, let's look into everything.
It's a magnifying glass. A big one.
How come you don't have one of those?
Why? Because I'm a detective? Should I start smoking a pipe too?
You can pull off a pipe.
You can pull off a pipe. Where did his detective hat go?
What's that big book on the desk?
We just abandoned it.
Looks like something Fifi's been writing.
Okay.
Is it a clue?
Is it a clue? Let's look.
I hope not. It's just a bunch of notes about her microbiology experiments.
Okay. This machine.
It looks like a microscope. A big one.
Can I touch it?
Look closer.
I'm
Okay.
not sure this is a microscope.
Horizontally slide the 4 magnifying lenses to the correct positions. Oh my god, another puzzle? It's complicated. Magnify everything. That makes it completely like that. Okay, what is it supposed to be to form a key? That's gotta be what it is, right? That's a good key looking. Alright. Yeah, it's too big. That's alright. And then too small. Okay. Alright, if I keep forgetting I have to press this to...
I guess that's
The 4 lenses all have different magnifications, so they must each have a specific position along the rail.
Okay. Does the end point count as well? How big does this? How big is our key supposed to be? Okay, I assume, I don't know, each part gets magnified specifically? Okay, hold on. I think that might be too big. Okay, this makes things smaller, so... Alright. I feel like this is the smallest part, so this has to have the biggest magnification, right? And then this part is largest, so this probably has the smallest magnification. I still feel like the small one is gonna have to... Is gonna have to be... Okay, no, it's supposed to look like the key on the bottom. Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay, like that. This looks like it's supposed to have like a further along, like a larger gap. Okay, so not the highest magnification one for that thing. Not any of the big ones. Definitely the small one. And then we gotta create that gap. I know the big one looks like these definitely should be paired. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, that's just a lot. Okay, let's try to let's start with this one. Let's start. Maybe if we tried the front of the key, it'll all make sense. Like it forms like a like the weird point like that. There we go, like that. That and then. Mm-hmm. Like that?
I got it.
Boom. Bingo!
I'm impressed. Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah, it's built on top of a little metal box.
Okay.
There's a book in here.
Uh-huh. People keep their secrets in very locked things. A well-used book resembling a diary. It's locked with a strange metal device. Could this be what was on the chalkboard? Alright. Are we not getting our chance to unlock the diary?
Homemade posters. This one's about the Pythagoras theorem.
I've not heard of that band. Are they any good?
Batman. And now playing Pythagoras theorem.
Homemade posters. This one's about the Pythagoras.
I've not heard of that band. A pretty ornate window with a great view of the lake.
But covered in posters.
We're supposed to be looking for clues, not assessing the real estate value.
And over here, you'll see the owners use sheets of paper to block out all that unnecessary natural light. A simple trick, but it really transforms the space. That's a whole lot of books.
They put like the drinks on top of the books. That's gotta be not good.
That's a whole
Yeah,
lot
it's just
of
books. Chandeliers.
crystal chandeliers. Extra fancy.
I don't know. They just seem
That seems like a
old-fashioned to me.
dust trap.
Plus, they're kind of dusty.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, another
A
bear.
new
Did they each have a
suspect.
bear? A new suspect.
Don't think you can get out being questioned just because you're a bear.
I'm innocent, I promise.
Ah.
Save it for the judge.
For the judge. Okay.
Boxes of stuff.
Alright.
Boxes. of
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
Scientific formulas. Probably. I'll openly admit I have no idea what any of it means.
The trash can.
Stuff Fifi's thrown away.
Let's look through
You're
it.
gonna rummage through the trash can?
Fuck yes.
No, that is quite beneath me, thank you.
No, we're gonna do
I'll give
it.
it 5 minutes before you're in there.
I'm already there.
Stuff Fifi.
You're gonna rummage?
No.
I give it 5 minutes before you're in.
That's
a
also a
whole
recycling
lot
bin.
of
It's a lot of
books.
recycling.
Fifi's got something pinned up here.
What is all this?
Let's look closer. Oh, relations? So this is all math. So, who is this? I mean, it looks like Sally, but was that Freya? I don't know who this is. We haven't met these people yet. Okay, so this is like relations. So, Flora and I think what Felix is related. Oh, this is us. Holy shit, did she have time to draw us? When did she get in here before we investigated her room? That's us. Then these people. But who's this? I have no idea who this is. Relationships, probably? But Sally and I are partners. I don't know if
Did you
there's a
notice who
relationship
isn't
going on.
here?
Freya?
Mm-hmm. And Fifi herself.
This is their relationship.
Fifi's got something pinned up here.
Achievement unlocked, professional
What
snoop.
is all this?
That's what it says. Let's.
Is that supposed to be me?
There we
Why
go.
do I look so angry?
That's just the face you make when you're thinking.
That's my thinking face. There it is. There it is. That's it.
Does make you wonder, though. When did Fifi draw all this?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's you, Sally.
What? I do not look like that. Do I?
Not in the slightest. Your eyes are never that open.
Who is that?
Who is that mysterious person?
No idea.
Who is that?
No idea. That's gotta be Flora.
Who is that?
No idea.
We haven't met most of these people yet, so it's gonna be. We have no idea. We'll
Did you
come back
notice
when
who isn't on?
Freya?
when we meet more people. All right. I don't think there's anything else in this room that we can potentially click on. So let us exit. Let's go back to the main room. And let's investigate outside first. Let's investigate this place, and then we'll go up the other side of the tower. Stone Square. A person, very mysterious. Alright, let's investigate everything. A bench
There's
with a
another
plaque on
on
it.
the bench.
Here we go, yeah.
Is there a message engraved on it?
I think there was at one point. But someone scratched it off.
Oh. An angry person. This looks like it was meant to be a dragon, but the head is gone.
It's a sea serpent,
Or sea serpent.
turned into stone by a wizard.
Ah, if you say so. What happened to its head?
There we go.
Beheaded.
Oh, unless it's in the garden, you know, with that garden head that was creepy. Maybe
By the
that's
same
in the
wizard.
garden now. Beheaded by the same wizard. What's this, a terrarium?
Giant glowing gemstone full of plants.
A giant glowing gemstone full of
AKA
plants.
a greenhouse.
A greenhouse.
You ever see a mushroom that big before?
Not in real life.
Now we
A
have.
pointless little stone tower.
Oh, that's the one from the garden.
I don't know. Might be a good hiding place.
Wanna play hide and seek?
I could be persuaded.
Ha, all I'm saying is I could be persuaded for a game of hide and
These
seek.
plants are giving off a relaxing smell.
I didn't know we were supposed to be smelling things.
It's all part of detectiving. All senses, all 5 of senses. All the senses. We must use all of them. Sight, sound, touch, taste. Take the evidence, taste the evidence. Ah, yes. Blood, like a geologist. Being like, yes, this rock contains some salt. I'm dating it to granite. Alright.
It's a big stone dais.
Biggest one I've ever seen. First one, too.
Alright.
Is that a clock?
It's a bomb.
If it is, it's a clock with 4 faces.
Oh, here we go. Oh my god, the
I'm
puzzles.
guessing it doesn't tell the time.
It doesn't look like
so
it.
what does it do?
These look like numbers. So the dials are in the correct positions. Okay, so let's... These are connected to each other, so... Whatever looks most like a number. It could be a 9. Or it could be a 6. I don't know, that looks most like a 6, right? And then this one looks like a 2. Oh shit, these also rotate? Mother trucker. Okay, so that looks like a 6 down there, right? Right? But this is like a 2. 6? Yeah, I feel like, because I don't think anything else is going to be on this one, except for, well, that could be 9. Like an upside down 9. This one looks most like a 6 from this angle. So I feel like, and that one's a 2. right? Just a little to the left there. Right, unless this one at the top, this one here has something else. 2. The 2 and the 6. That weird 9. Does it go?
No.
So moving any of the hands turns the adjacent hands in the opposite direction.
Okay.
It's like cogs on a machine.
Okay, what about this one? Does this one have anything that could be considered a number? It doesn't look like it. Listen, like, it just looks like plants, unless I'm seeing things. They're all the same. Oh no, it's a 3. It's a 3. I can see it now. It's a 3. Right? Like that? Okay, okay, let's maybe as such. Okay, but then this one will move differently. Okay, so that could be a 9. Alright. 3. This one's already technically in the correct position, so let's... Okay, hold on. I'm just fiddling with it at this point. Okay, so that'll put that there. That way, or okay, that brings it there. I guess we want it, I don't know, here maybe, or here, so okay, that'll turn into the hang-off. So if we put this, I don't know, here maybe start this here. Okay. Okay.
Reset the puzzle.
Let's reset. Alright, 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 alright. I'm just fiddling with it at this point. Okay, that was already set the right
Reset the puzzle.
positioning, so there we go. That puts all of those at the same spot. So
Reset the puzzle.
let's move this one. 9, or do we want it like 6? Okay, we'll try the 6. Six, 2, and then this one will go like this. Does this work? Because that gives us 3, 9, 2, 6.
No, that was it.
Oh, heck yeah! We did it.
Nice work. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
A little tool thing? Looks like a telescope.
A telescope.
But I'm not actually sure what it is.
Let's look. Oh, well, it looks like a telescope. A small brass tool with a curved glass lens. It has a screw at the base. Okay. Hey, yo, we hacked your shit and it's ours now.
A wooden trunk that opens up into a full desk.
Nice, portable desk.
I want one.
But it has a plant on it, though. Does she keep the plant with her with the portable desk? It's like, ah, yes, I keep this plant with me. It's my portable plant as well. All right, let's look at the house.
It's Tangle Tower. Or at least it's the mansion at the base of Tangle Tower. It's Tangle Tower.
Okay,
or
okay.
at least it's the... Nothing there.
Nothing there. All right, all right, all right. What about the bridge?
A little bridge leading back
There
to
we
the
go.
gardens. Looks like it might be about to fall apart. Grimoire, you go first.
Grimoire, you go first. All right, excuse me, sir and/or madam.
Whoa, nice cape.
You're not fellows or pointers.
Ah,
I'm sure I shall immediately regret asking. But who are you, and what is your business here?
I could ask the
I'm
same of
Sally,
you.
and this is my sidekick, Grimoire.
Private detective, Grimoire.
Really? You're a detective. If this is a joke, it's not a good one.
Who are you, anyway?
Private Detective Hawkshaw.
Oh,
Nice. Hawkshaw's a cooler
Hawkshaw.
name than Grimoire.
no, they're
Maybe
both
I'll
pretty
become
cool.
Her sidekick.
You're
Go ahead.
not on the Freya fellow case, too, are you?
That is
And
classified
fellow detective.
information between myself and my client.
Classified.
Clearly, this is something which eludes you. But a real detective refrains from handing out informations to persons unknown.
Oh, right.
Now, if you would, I have work to do.
Okay, so, you know, yourself?
It's not in my interest to discuss personal details.
Even if you're one of the suspects in a murder?
Very well. Let us make a small exception.
Thank you.
Ask.
Okay, so, like, what are you doing here?
Oh, what are you doing here?
And here we
I'm
go.
on a case
Same
at
wavelength.
the behest of my client.
How long have you been at Tangle Tower?
133 hours. 5.5 days.
Who are you working for?
Nice.
I am not at liberty to answer that. Now, I shall permit you one more question.
What crime are you...
How'd you get that scar? It's cool.
You really think so?
You really think it's cool? It is pretty cool. Very Harry Potter, except for, you know, not lighting scar. Well, it could be if it goes under the chin. What crime did you commit? Okay, so where were you yesterday? Just so we know where everybody was in the tower, and you know, collaborate the witness statements.
As it happens, I completed an examination of Flora's room on the morning before the murder.
Oh,
I've been investigating every
then you
single
can
room
tell
at
us.
Tangle Tower. Hers was one of the last on my list.
Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing but a thin layer of dust and an atmosphere of somber melancholy.
Was Flora in there at the time?
She spent the duration of my search
yes.
staring up at the sky.
The atmosphere of somber
The open
melancholy.
window. Didn't say a word. Although I'm told this is the expected behavior.
Mm.
What did you do after that?
I
We
spent the
also
early
had
evening
similar
searching
situation.
The library. It took longer than it should have. Fiona leaves that room in a permanent state of disarray.
Fiona was in the library too?
I expected her to make an appearance, but she did not.
And
Okay.
you stayed in the library the rest of the day?
Not quite.
Not quite. All right. Then what did happen?
Towards the early evening, my examination of the library was unexpectedly disrupted. Sounds of running, wailing, shouting from several floors above. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared. He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase.
And
Our
began his
eyes
ascent.
met.
Our
was
eyes
breathless.
met.
Something had caused him great alarm. He told me to stay out of the way. I consented. I decided to return to my office in the stone square. As I was passing
Where I
through
set
the
up my
front
office,
door,
my portable office.
Penelope called out from behind me. She was clutching the banister of the Pointer staircase with an apprehensive manner. She wished to know where Professor Pointer had gone. I told her what had transpired. Then, she too crossed the hall and disappeared up the fellow staircase. More so than at any moment prior, I felt like quite an intruder in the house. I took my leave, out towards the stone square.
I took my
The
leave.
grounds were silent.
I like this lady's voice.
There were no signs of human life. Even the greenhouse was without its typical inhabitant. I noted that
Its
he,
typical
too,
inhabitant?
must be entangled in whatever was transpiring.
Entangled in the mystery of Tangle
An
Tower.
unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
Okay, he's the
He
gardener.
spoke to me of what had occurred. His report was as clumsy and cumbersome as the man giving it.
Did he seem upset?
Wow.
He was rattled. That much was clear.
He was rattled.
Sorrowful. Mournful. I cannot say.
Rattled, yes, but sorrowful, mournful even. I cannot say. I like this lady. We'll come back to you. Oh wait, hold on. People.
Quite the stoic statue, isn't she? I can only dream of being as cold and indifferent as Flora Fellow.
You think she's hiding something?
Perhaps. She has some strange habits. I heard she barely sleeps, an hour here or there, sporadically.
Oh,
Spends
no.
the rest of her time staring up at the sky.
Sounds like she's not doing so well.
Did you get anything useful out of him?
Not sure. What about you?
Nothing worth committing to paper.
I think he knows more than he lets on.
Probably. But talking with him is so tedious.
We're collaborating with our fellow detective. I like this lady.
Considerably intelligent, and her powers of observation are enviable. But she has no ambition. No focus.
In her defense,
No ambitious.
she's still a teenager.
No focus.
Barely.
Interesting. It sounds like she has ambition, so she wants to be a scientist, right? Okay.
Freya Fellow is of
This
great
lady's just like,
interest to me.
if you're
I perceived her to be the most
barely
intelligent
still a teenager,
individual
you should be
here
getting
at
ready to
Tangle
do
Tower.
stuff.
Within a day,
Okay, she's the
she
most
had
intelligent
identified
individual.
for whom I was working and for what I
Oh,
was searching. I didn't
wow,
know how she
nice.
did it. I was impressed. I regret that I did not question her more thoroughly when I had the opportunity.
You
Mm.
couldn't have known she was about to be killed, though.
I have only myself to blame for failing to perceive the signs.
What signs?
The signs.
I do not wish to do your job for you, detective.
Well, I mean, you could still like tell us you were here, I wasn't. I couldn't observe the signs. You know, if I wasn't here, I could not observe the signs. I'm not a psychic. I don't like take a look into people's memories, and people could be telling me lies. So you could just tell me, you know, what did you perceive while you were here, and I was not.
314 cases solved.
Wow.
300?
And 14.
Nice. Nice. All right. All this shit.
Tangle Tower. No idea why they insist on calling it that. It's not even a tower. It's little more than a pair of turrets stuck on either side of a mansion.
Have you searched the whole place?
There are
believe
two
so.
towers, so
Why?
He wants to know if you found any secret rooms.
yeah, there we go.
I'm afraid the residents of Tangle Tower are far too ordinary for anything like that. I
Are
was
they
disappointed
ordinary?
too.
I was also disappointed by the lack of secret rooms. My
You
case file.
truly consider this a case file?
Wow.
What's wrong with it?
She has lots
No
of criticism.
organization, no
criticism.
system.
That's my style. I like seeing everything laid out at once. Yeah, it helps me think.
I have my own
How
system.
quaint.
How quaint.
Have you deciphered the meaning of those 4 symbols on the harp?
Not yet.
We're working on it.
That's a no then.
I know from you too as well.
Where'd you
It
dig
eludes
that
you.
up?
It wasn't buried. It was underwater.
Someone trying to conceal evidence, perhaps?
Mayhaps. Something.
Conveniently left anonymous. It's
I know.
useless until you can prove to whom it concerns. Can you do that?
No?
No.
No.
Paints?
Yep.
Paints.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the murder victim was a painter.
Makes quite an impression, doesn't it? Although I can't imagine why she painted
I don't know why
Flora
she's so
wielding a
incredulous about
knife.
paints.
You didn't see a knife anywhere in Flora's room, did you?
I did not. I conclude whatever stabbed Freya must have been brought into the room from outside. Unless, of course, it was the painting itself.
Aha!
Surely you don't believe in that kind of thing.
A detective's
Grimoire.
job is to examine
Grimoire and a
every
hawkshaw if we're on the same
avenue
wavelength.
of thinking.
Unless it was the painting itself.
The paint is still wet.
Yeah, well, we know Freya was in the middle of painting when she was killed.
Do you know that?
How
Because you were
long?
told?
Because you were told. Where's the evidence? She's got a point. We don't know. But the fact that the paint is still wet, how soon were we brought in after the murder happened? Also, who brought us in? We're a private detective. Like, do we still have our in with the police force? Who sent us here? Why are we investigating? Where's the police? Who took the body? Did the police try to solve it and they were just like, we got nothing, send in Grimoire? We're not giving a lot of background here. Freya's drawings.
When did Freya draw the picture of you, Hawkshaw?
I didn't model for
Oh,
her, if that's
okay.
what you're
One of them was of
asking.
Hawkshaw.
She must have done it without my permission.
Could just be from memory.
Oh, it's
It's
in the
not
far right.
quite as detailed as the others, anyway.
That's true.
A photograph of Freya could be important. I
Mhm.
admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone even liked it enough to take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why
Okay, they took a
the
photo of
photograph,
the
do
drawing.
we?
Okay, got it.
Perhaps they just wanted it for reference. I'd tell him not to quit his day job, but he hasn't got one, has he? These figurines remind me of a case I once solved involving a possessed doll. Turned out to be a bit of a smokescreen, as these things often do.
As they
It
often do.
sounds fun. Grimoire, why don't we ever have fun adventures like that?
But we do.
Not having a
Yes,
fun
I-
adventure?
Is this not a
right
fun
at this
adventure
very
right
moment?
now?
You got it open. I'm impressed. I managed it myself yesterday. I thought Flora might be hiding something in there.
empty
Hiding the
yesterday, too?
something. Ooh, she's
was.
looking for something.
Perhaps it's always been empty.
Perhaps it was always empty and will always be empty.
I believe that was in Flora's room yesterday, but it was not cracked when I saw it last.
Oh, interesting. So the cracking did occur recently. Was the gramophone also not
A
cracked?
somewhat cumbersome device, and an altogether inefficient way to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
Personal habits. Alright. Bird
A book from the library. One of hundreds, no doubt. What makes this one special?
It was
It's
laid out.
about birds.
Also was laid out.
I see that.
Yes, I see that, Sally. Wow. Not what I was asking.
A diary.
A secret
read it?
diary.
Not yet. It's locked.
And you haven't attempted to force it open?
That would be cheating.
No, I'd like to attempt to force it open, but it won't let me.
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And...
Correct, you hacked my locking
What is
mechanism.
it?
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation work.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
Okay, but she's looking for something small if she's trying to magnify it. Alright. Thanks, Hawkshaw. Also just one name person. Maybe it's something like Helena Hawkshaw. She looks like a Helena. Maybe. Alright. Oh, we've already
AKA
done this. Okay, let's go to the greenhouse because we're exploring all the outside areas. Alright, greenhouse area. What do we got here? Oh, nobody's here. Oh, wait, no, fuck, somebody is here. Holy fuck. Dude, do you always sit in the background looking that ominous and wibbly, whatever's happening with you right now? Alright, let's investigate this area. A bug.
That's a handsome beetle.
Yeah, I've seen
Looks like
better
he might
beetles.
have
Look at those
magic
giant, like,
powers.
mandibles.
Is that fruit? It's shaped like fruit.
Too shiny to be fruit. I think it's glowing a little too.
Glowing
Safe to eat, do you
fruit.
think?
I'm gonna say no.
I mean, do you always go for glowing fruit?
Bags of soil.
Okay.
It's so... blue.
Tools. Used by a gardener. For gardening. Tools. Used by gardening.
Alright.
This one's in a little pot.
Okay, that is definitely not edible.
It looks like a gemstone, don't you think?
Okay, oh, this one's evidence though. A potted fruit with a hard gemstone-like skin. The soil in the pot is an unusual blue color. It's gonna be important.
A little chart of, actually, I have no idea what it's about.
Let's look closer. Oh, does this have to do with Fifi? 'Cause it looks like something. Let's maybe tilt the head. Is it upside down? X, S. pi symbol 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this means something. We'll have to come
What do
back
you
to
make
it.
of it?
Not a whole lot.
Oh, hold on. Maybe if we click on it, they'll say
A
something
little
about
chart
it.
of... Actually, I have no idea what it's about. Kinda reminds me of a periodic table. Kinda reminds me of a periodic
I think
table.
that's
Greek
it.
letters, I think.
Yeah, that's beta and alpha. I don't know what these ones are.
Greek letters, I think.
It's like, I don't know, something and something. Or is alpha the other way, like you flip it? Gamma? I don't know, something. Probably. Alright. This one's like theta, isn't that?
Kinda reminds me of a periodic table.
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot.
We'll come back to it. Remember, it's there.
Hanging baskets. They're so high up.
To you, maybe.
To you,
And only
maybe.
2 inches taller than me.
2 inches makes all the difference.
Oh my god, this is like my brother. He's like, oh, you're so short. And I'm just like, you're like barely taller than, like, just the wee bit is taller than me. My younger brother though is way taller than me. So, but my other brother isn't that much taller, and he always like is just like, I'm taller than you. It's just like, no, you're not. All right. You creepy mysterious fellow, what the fuck? Oh, holy fuck, his eyes glowed. What the fuck?
We're being watched.
I don't move.
Yeah,
We're being
I see.
watched. His eyes
He's
fucking
a little
glowed.
too big to hide in the bushes. Is anyone going to say anything? Or shall we just stand around staring at
We're
each
at a
other?
standstill.
Right. Sorry.
Hell.
That's better. I'm
And there we
Sally.
go.
And the guy hiding behind me is Detective Grimoire. Who are you?
FIFTS fellow, the gardener.
Mm-hmm. And why are you so tall?
I don't
But you're also
know.
a fellow, so are you hired as a gardener? I don't know why I'm so tall. Well, it's the combination of genetics and your environment. Simple. Simple, really. Alright. Yourself?
You work here as the gardener.
I don't get paid to do it.
Okay,
It's
you just
my
self-titled the
area of
gardener.
interest.
What's the deal with the plants? They're
In which
all
case, this is just your hobby.
kinda
Why call
weird.
yourself the gardener?
Right.
I
Did you see
tend
the
to
lake?
garden here, you know?
That giant green and purple lake surrounding the entire house. Yeah, I clocked it.
The
Yeah, I
color is
clocked it.
just a
I clocked that
byproduct.
lake.
Of what?
The soil?
Poison?
It's not poisonous. Not to you.
what's this got to do with the plants?
Not to
The
you,
water
but to
controls
animals.
all life, just like anywhere else on the planet. Clouds
Okay.
form, rain falls.
Okay.
The water grows the plants, animals eat the plants. Anything
Okay.
you've perceived as an irregularity
Well, I
is
mean,
simply a
water
result
and
of this
nutrients
hydrological
grow the
cycle.
plants and the sunlight.
Could you say that again, but like condense it as if you were talking to a slightly stupid person?
Also,
Our
irregularities
lake
could be due
water
to genetics
causes the
and
unpredictable
evolution.
alteration of DNA. Sometimes.
What the fuck?
Alteration?
The alteration of DNA?
Like mutation.
That'd be the official term.
That's
For us,
like
it's normal.
radioactive shit.
And you're the local expert on all this stuff?
Like water can't alternate
No.
DNA.
I'm just the gardener.
Like, I mean, like, there are certain things that can cause a reaction with the biology of a plant, but not, like, alternate its DNA. Alright,
I
yesterday?
was in my greenhouse, watering and weeding.
Sounds exciting.
Was anyone else around?
Not at first. Penelope came in a little later. She likes looking at the flowers, I think.
Did you speak to each other?
A little, not too much. We both left the greenhouse in the early afternoon. I went up to my room. Then I came back outside to weed the main gardens. Didn't see anyone else. After that, I went up to the garden outside my room.
And
Let me guess. Watering and weeding.
Right.
did anything happen to you yesterday, Fitz?
Yeah, something did happen. Your statement.
I was up in the rooftop garden. It
Okay.
was quiet. And then it wasn't. I
And
can't
then it
describe
wasn't.
Could have been a scream, but it didn't sound human.
Can't describe it.
We
Could have been a
thought it was
scream.
coming from
Could have
FREYA'S
been.
tower. So we
Okay,
went
okay.
up there.
We?
Poppy was with me. Did I not mention that? Flora's room was locked.
Okay, so he was with
That's
Poppy in the
normal.
garden.
She usually locks it from the inside. I knocked on the door and shouted. Nobody responded. We became concerned.
You kicked the door down?
I did. Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
Dead.
Flora was there too, but I barely noticed her at first.
She looks
Poppy left
passed
the room
out.
for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too. Penelope arrived shortly after that, with Felix in tow. I thought that was odd. You don't normally see the two of them together. Felix took charge. There was nothing else I could do to help. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything. I found her pacing back and forth around the stone square. When I approached her, she snapped at me. I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
All right, interesting. So she was angry while she was outside, Detective Hawkshaw. But then again, she is a bit of a snappy person. All right, let's ask you about all these people.
I like Flora. I hope she's all right.
Do you think she had anything to do with the murder?
There's no way. She wouldn't willingly cause any additional suffering for anyone.
Okay, interesting. She's a very gentle person then. Okay.
Felix is a
Or that based on her
contradiction.
past.
His loyalties are placed firmly
Whatever
within
made
the
her
realm
silent.
of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
I feel like him and Fifi might be friends.
Fifi doesn't like me.
Oh no,
What
she
did you
doesn't.
do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know.
She doesn't like dish what she doesn't like being dished what she serves. He's got the big words and observations. She's like, his observations are false. Inaccurate. He has feelings. Alright.
Have you met this
Yourself?
guy, FIFTS? Shifty eyes. Doesn't say a lot.
Shifty
Totally
glowy eyes.
suspicious, if you ask me.
That's me.
Yeah, it was a joke. I was joking.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. A joke. Aha. Aha.
She was always kind to me. She'd come into the
Not to
greenhouse
others.
when I was working. Sometimes by
Is
herself.
that implied?
Sometimes with Poppy. I think they were just bored at first. Eventually, they started asking questions.
About what?
Plants.
Poppy wanted to learn about flowers. Freya, she used to ask me about the insects.
Okay,
Insects.
the insects.
One of my jobs is to protect plants from things that might eat them. Freya brought me this little glass box, leaves and twigs inside. She'd say, put all the troublemakers in there. Every day I'd put a handful of beetles and other things in the box.
Interesting.
Then she'd come along and take it away. I didn't really understand her, but she was always kind.
You know what this comes back to? In the Detective Grimoire the game before this, there was an achievement that you get like hints at the next adventure, and it was a letter addressed to Richard Remington, that was talking about how like some efforts might be in vain, and it had a picture of a glass beetle on it. And all these fruits look sort of like glass and gem-like, right? You think the water is also, quotation marks, altering the DNA of like the bugs? Or is it something else? Hawkshaw.
She questioned me.
About what?
My work, the plants, bit of everything.
Did she search the greenhouse?
No, she didn't.
You sure?
Oh, she
Maybe
said she did.
it when you weren't in there.
No, she hasn't touched it.
How can you tell?
Then she's a liar.
Trust me. I can tell.
Because you told me she searched the greenhouse. Alright, all of these things.
Nice painting. Gives you a pretty good idea of the layout.
The lake looks like it forms a perfect circle around the island.
It might seem strange to you, but nature is quite capable of producing perfectly geometric forms.
And those mountain
Alright.
cliff things around the outside?
We don't know much about them. They're unscalable. Not even Freya could have gone up
Unscalable.
there.
What's that?
This painting.
Not
it's
even Freya could
speculative.
have gone up there.
There are no photographs from this angle as far as I know.
So Freya just made it up.
Let's call it an informed estimation.
Yeah, there we go. People can do that who know. The case
Who
file.
gave you that information?
Well...
We don't actually know who it was. We were contacted anonymously.
Oh, here we go.
I see. And what happens if the person who contacted you turns out to be the murderer?
I never thought about that.
Honestly,
We were
that would be kinda
contacted
fun.
anonymously and brought
Like
in?
a twist, you know?
Alright.
It's of no interest to me, but I overheard
It's in the
Poppy
gardens,
and Freya
is it
talking
not?
about it once.
What would they say?
Oh, Poppy and Frey were
They
talking about it?
arguing about something, but I can't remember the details.
Okay, okay.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
That's this other person who said that.
How odd.
I concur.
Paints are different to flowers.
I'd say so, yeah.
At any time, flowers can bloom with perfect, faultless colors. Red, blue, white. With paint, once you've tainted a color by mixing it with others, not even the most skilled painter can return it to its pure form.
I mean... Alright, I'm not sure where exactly we're going with that. I mean, paints and flowers are very different. I mean, technically you can mix breed flowers and you also won't be able to turn it back to its form, assuming that they're bred in that way. Painted
What do you
portrait.
think that is in Flora's hand?
I don't know. It does look like a knife, but Flora wasn't holding
Does
anything
look
at
like
all
a
when I
knife.
saw her.
There we go. Okay,
after
so she
the
wasn't
murder.
holding anything.
There's something bothering me. Something
Okay.
else.
Oh,
What?
oh.
When we went into Flora's room, she wasn't standing in this position.
Well,
Oh,
she
how was
probably
she?
would have moved around a little bit by then.
She wasn't standing at all.
Okay,
She
here
was
we go.
kneeling on the floor.
Oh, kneeling. Okay.
There's something off about this.
What is it?
Why don't you take another look at Flora's room?
You think we missed a clue up there?
Not exactly.
Not exactly. Something off about the palais. Okay, okay.
That belongs to Poppy.
So, why is it up in Flora's tower?
Yeah, I
I'm not
concur.
sure.
We'll have to ask
That looks
Poppy
like
about
it
it.
might belong to Poppy. It's an egg with feet.
It was locked, but we opened it. But it was
And
empty.
then we took it as well.
Fun story.
Fun story that was. We took it, it was empty.
That's quite sweet, really.
Okay.
Felix made that. Huh.
He
Freya's
makes
best
things.
work, in my opinion. Although, the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
That's true.
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big
Looks like a
thing?
giant crystal.
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting.
So she thinks it's like abstract.
It's Fifi and Freya.
Don't you think Poppy should be in the photo too?
Maybe, maybe not. She doesn't really like
Maybe she was,
crowds.
but she was torn out.
Two people isn't a crowd.
Right, but if she was in the photo, then it'd be 3.
Checkmate.
And 3 people are a crowd. I don't know if that's how it works. Alright, alright.
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you in the rooftop garden, I think.
And Poppy.
With Poppy.
And a rose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving her a
Are we
rose.
done?
Are we done? That is me in the garden with Poppy and a rose.
Penelope knows about birds. You should ask her instead.
Actually, I wanted to
Okay,
ask
Penelope
you
knows
about
about birds.
something.
Oh?
There's a plant mentioned on this page, see?
Oh yeah, the plant.
Do you have any? In the greenhouse?
No, I don't grow that anymore. I've tried
Not
in the
anymore.
past.
Okay, here
It's
we go.
incredibly difficult, even for me. I could never get it to live more than a couple of weeks.
Maybe that's the plant's lifespan. But also, yeah, okay.
Looks like someone doesn't want you to read that book.
That's the main thing making me want.
That's why we gotta hack into it. And by hacking, I mean unlock it.
You ever seen this before, Fitz?
No, but I don't normally go into Fifi's room.
That's not where we found it.
Oh, I just thought it looks like it belongs to her.
That's true. Maybe it does. It's very scientific, so...
This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny.
Are you
and
sure it's not the soil?
Stony?
Sometimes. You never really know what's going to happen.
And what do you do with this shiny and edible fruit?
You look at it.
We don't know why we do these things. We just do them.
Fitz's room is unlocked. It's up in the fellow tower.
Oh, finally.
This could be interesting.
Let's go.